You're watching SeptumSin versus the world, and here we are with another anime update. This time for Tuesday, the 4th of March, 2025. This is the show where we talk about the things coming out on Blu-ray and DVD, most of them anime, but occasionally a few things that I handpick out that just show my interest level. But all the anime, whether it interests me or not. So we're just going to get the one thing I thought was interesting out of the way, which is Kraven the Hunter. This is a continuation in the long line of Sony comic book films that seems to fall flat on their face. But that's all right. I don't mind terrible films. I didn't hate Morbius. I didn't love Morbius, but I didn't hate Morbius. And yes, I will be getting this. And no, I will not be getting it for... oops, there it goes. So we're doing it live. But in any case, I will not be paying $24.96 for the Blu-ray, and I certainly won't be paying $48.49 for the 4K of this. I don't mind bad films, but there's no way. No way in heck that I'd be doing that. So here we have claim 10% off. No, here we have Ghost Cat Anzu coming from Shout Factory, which is why you had all that little advertising there. There is actually a Shout Select sale going on now if you're interested. So a uniquely conceived and delightfully offbeat supernatural adventure. Precocious teen Karin finds herself abandoned by her father in rural Japan, living in a temple with her grandfather. She meets Anzu, a giant cat ghost, and notorious layabout tasked with looking after her. Distrustful of her new guardian, Karin sabotages Anzu's odd jobs for the townsfolk and befriends the eccentric local forest spirits. In an effort to win Karin over, Anzu accidentally makes a deal with the devil, and all hell breaks loose. So you know what? This looks like fun. It really does. G-Kids has some fun stuff. This looks very whimsical. I'm not sure I would get it, even if it is $18.99. Surprising, only 100 left in stock. I figure it will still keep going, considering as it's just releasing. But if not, I'll be sad, but I'll just won't get it. But I do think it was interesting. So if I see it for a decent price, and I'm sure there'll be a re-release of it without the slip, and I'll just get it then. But that does look like fun. It does. All right, 100 Girlfriends Who Really, 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 Really Love You, Season 1. Okay. We're on to that, are we? I guess this is a harem, huh? Let's see. After 100 rejections, Rentaro prays for better luck. Taking pity on the lovesick, the god of love grants him 100 girls to date. But when soulmates meet, they must happily love each other or die. To save lives, he must prove his love 100 times over. It's weird to say this, even though I don't really have a lot of interest in this. I am curious. It does have me curious. Maybe on a sale. If I see this on a sale, it's around $30. Maybe 35, but definitely not 47. It does look like it's something I would check out. Shangri-La Frontier Season 1, Part 1. Another one of these lovely, lovely divided seasons. We're going to actually see what they do later if you're patient. And it sells well enough. That's the second part. But you get the first 12 episodes of this season. Rokuro Hizutome only cared for games that were broken. But once he cleared the bargain bin, all that was left was something actually good. Now he's playing Shangri-La Frontier, and his cursed gaming skills might be the key to this god tier VR. So this is probably isekai-esque. So one of those maybe, here the game is real things, But could be fun. Not fun enough for me to pay $100 for one season of it. All right, so certain scientific railgun S season 2 is getting a re-release because the full season collection did get a release earlier on, but this one's a little bit cheaper, I guess a little bit thinner. This one has, of course, 24 episodes. It is the second season of the series, and it follows Railgun. She's a character who has the power of, well, basically a railgun, and her like little escapades throughout the magical campus that is involved, like a certain magical index takes place in. This is actually not a bad thing. I do enjoy it. I have the original release of season 2. This is slimmer, so save you a little bit more room. Probably, my guess is that I think the original one had the DVDs in it, and this one does not. So, I mean, I'm sure I could find out real quick. Can't I? Because they actually still have the original season 2 release, which is here. And they originally released this in parts, like that previous one. So instead of playing this one had the DVD a part of it, which is why it's different. But yeah, if I don't really see the point of having the DVD, I would just get the Blu-ray if it was there. This is one that did release also in that part 1, part 2. You could have paid $100, or you could pay $33 for the full season. All right, so Sentai has one release out this week. The World is Still Beautiful, complete collection. When Princess Nike of the Rain Dukedom is sent to marry Levias, the ruthless king of the Sun Kingdom, she thinks she's prepared to endure the worst in order to save her country until she's thrown in jail by her new fiancé, that is. But all is not quite as it seems, and maybe they're just off to a rough start. They'd better hope so, because sinister forces are at work, and unless these hopelessly mismatched young royals can find a way to make the relationship more than simply diplomatic, both their countries may be destroyed, and the world is still beautiful. All right. There you go. Finally, Akira. Akira is a sci-fi, pretty old school thing. If you don't know Akira, I mean, good Lord. It is like one of the anime that helped bring anime to the West. Sci-fi dystopian future, a really disturbing ending. I have a 4K steelbook of it already that was pre-released, but hey, if you didn't get that one, there's another one out. And it's 2362, which isn't terrible. It's an excellent movie. I think that 4K does do it well, and I do think that the sound and everything else is spectacular. It is a great thing, and there's a reason why it has such a reputation. If you haven't seen this gem yet and don't have it in your collection, you could do yourself worse by putting it in there. So that's all we've got today. Nothing huge. I mean, re-release of a series and so on. Let's see if we got any comments this week. No comments today. Of course, I kind of drop these things randomly throughout the weekend. So unless you're some sort of super fan of the channel, which I don't really have any of those, maybe one, you're probably not going to be in that. But at the same time, with luck, you'll catch this and get some fun out of this. What kind of things are you picking up this week? Are you a huge Sony Spider-Man fan? Like, are you huge on like the spin-off films like Venom and Morbius and so on? Or do you just go like, oh God, just let Marvel like re-unfold them again? But in any case, we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.